Well, hello friends, it's Scott from Plot River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. And I feel like I haven't checked in with you guys in so long that I'm out of practice on how to even do one of these. So I hope you bear with me a little bit today. I know that the last long form update that I shared with you guys was probably about a month ago. And I shared about, the struggles that I was having. And I've continued to have those struggles. For those of you who followed along with my short videos, I'm on day 3 of kind of trying to get back on track. And that has more to do with my exercise than actually my keto. But the best way to describe my keto probably over the last 30 days has been very dirty keto. I've been keto-ish, but I've relied on a lot of things that I know are not good for me in the long term. They're things that I tend to overindulge in, and things that inhibit my fat loss, which is one of the reasons that I started on my keto journey in the first place. So, but I wanted to get on here today and talk with you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me, share with you a little bit about my struggles, and kind of talk with you about my plan as far as what I'm going to do moving forward. I have not checked in on the scale in a long time. I can tell you guys absolutely for sure that that number is up significantly. I've had to buy some new clothes, which I hate having to do. But, at the end of the day, it is a journey, and I have had some serious struggles. But you can only fail if you quit on a lifelong journey, which is what a health journey, in my opinion, is. I know some people actually bristle at the term even health journey, but I'm journeying through this little experience that we call life, and I am working on improving my health. And the only way that I can, again, fail at that is to quit doing it. And had a little bit of a detour over the last month or so, but we're getting back on track. As a lot of you know, those of you who are not new to my channel know that I'm a tax accountant, and so I am in the throes of tax season. For those of us in the Midwest, probably not just the Midwest, Texas for sure, other places that have farms or ranches, there is a farmer rancher tax return deadline, which is March 1st. This year it happens to be March 3rd because today is March 1st, and the IRS doesn't have tax deadlines on weekends. Although most of us who do tax returns work on weekends. But anyway, so the deadline is Monday. I've been in the throes of that, and it's been busy and stressful, but overall I feel like I'm doing well this tax season. The slight detour in my keto journey and my exercise journey notwithstanding, I feel like overall mentally I'm actually doing okay. But I've really struggled over the last, month, few months, as many of you know, who have been following along on my very sporadic updates. Some of you may have even given up on me, but as most of you know, I struggled through the holiday season, and my sister, I was actually talking with my sister the other day on the phone, and we were talking about the fact that, it was probably extra hard going into tax season because I wasn't going into tax season with a full bucket. Not that there's anything bad necessarily about the holidays, but I was just a little bit blue during the holidays this year, and wasn't making great food choices, wasn't making great exercise choices, and those things play off of each other. I know that my mental health is a lot better when I am making good nutrition choices and good exercise choices, and so probably didn't go into tax season with a full bucket, and got to a point where I was definitely, I think my sister called it cocooning, but basically getting up, going to work, coming home, sitting on the couch, and going to bed, and doing that over and over and over again. Now, regardless of whether or not I'm focusing on my nutrition or focusing on my exercise, this time of year it has very long days for me, and so it's very easy to get into that habit of because I work so long. By the time I get home, I am very mentally tired, and so the desire to want to do anything else after I get home is pretty low. We also had a serious cold snap here, and I know it wasn't just in Nebraska, but very serious cold snap here in Nebraska that blanketed most of the United States. But we had temperatures, 25, 30 degrees below zero. I think our wind chills were 30 or 35 degrees below zero. And there was a period of about a week there where you just didn't want to go outside at all. So not only was I working long hours, not only was I not really wanting to do anything, but I mean, it was literally like not even leave the house because it was so uncomfortably cold and unpleasant. Um, so that whole combination of things has contributed to a real lack of success for me over the last little while. As I mentioned briefly, I am on day 3 of kind of restarting things. And, it's funny for me, guys, that this is my channel is Plot River Keto, and I'm talking to you guys about my keto journey. But a really big part of being successful nutritionally for me has to do with being successful from a movement or exercise perspective. And so I'm on day 3 of exercising again, and I've already noticed the last couple of days that I'm making better keto choices. Like I said, I've been eating keto-ish. Dr. Ken Berry would probably not say that I've been eating keto, as he's one of those very loud voices against keto products. I've been using a lot of keto products, which, quite frankly, I know, guys, are not a good option for me. Not to say that there aren't keto products that are good options for other people, but for a person with my particular struggle with food, I simply replace, binge eating a non-keto product with binge eating a keto product. And, most of those products, bars, snacks, whatever you want to call them, are not things that are good for you to be binging. They're better than their sugar-filled counterparts, but only slightly better. And so I've been doing a lot of that over the last little while. But I've reduced that in the last couple of days as I've gotten back on track from an exercise perspective. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. What I wanted to talk with you guys about today is I've lost and gained back a lot of weight a couple of times in my adult life. About 15 years ago, I lost, let's see, how much did I end up losing? Like 140 pounds. And over the next, 10 years, gained it all back and then some. And then starting in July of 2021 is when I started my keto journey. And I lost 175 pounds, I think, give or take. Almost got up to 200 down. And I've given a good chunk of that back. I wouldn't even venture a guess of how much I've given back, but I've definitely given some back. And it's really easy to be really depressed or disappointed about that. And I'm sure I will have my moments, and I've had my moments. But this time when I've struggled and really given some back, I decided that I wanted to flip the script. And how I wanted to flip the script is that rather than being all depressed and down at the fact that I've really kind of slipped up and lost a lot of progress, not only nutritionally, but also from an exercise perspective. Lost a lot of strength, a lot of flexibility. Rather than being down about that, I am supremely confident that I will be able to get gains back from an exercise perspective and get losses back from a nutrition perspective or a weight loss perspective. And I'm supremely confident in that because I've done it before. And that's how I'm flipping the script. I've done it before. I absolutely 100% know that as I eat whole food keto and as I get my movement in, getting my walks in, I'm going to get back to getting my rucks in. And as I do my DDPY workouts, I absolutely 100% know that works. And I know that it works because it's worked for me. I have had a sample size of 1 and have had absolute 100% success. So I know that I can be successful again. Now, that's a positive story that I'm telling myself rather than the negative story that I've told myself in the past, which is, oh, woe is me. I used to be this and I've given it all back. And I think that this is a good way to start out trying to make some progress again. Hope that that's helpful for you guys. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is that as I've gotten started again here, one of the things that I'm really focusing on is finding reasons or excuses, of course, is the wrong word for doing something, but finding reasons to do things rather than finding reasons not to do things. And what I mean by that is, obviously, I'm on day 3, just had my 3rd day of consistent walks and my DDPY workouts. And yesterday, I got a blister on the bottom of my foot. And it would have been really easy to say, all right, I'm going to take a few days off to let the blister heal up. And, there goes my streak. And would I even get back on the track? I don't know. But instead, I found a reason to do my walk, to do the thing, rather than to not do the thing. And put a little bandage around the blister, put an extra pair of socks on, and away I went this morning. Now, feeling it a little bit this afternoon, got to be honest. I'm hoping I can get over that because I know that if I give my body a little bit of time to reacclimate to getting my exercise in, that I won't continue to have the blisters, that those will eventually go away. But I really want to focus on reasons to do things, excuses to do things, rather than reasons and excuses to not do things. So I don't really have a whole lot of details on my plan for the next little while other than I'm going to get my exercise done every day. And I'm actually reading a book right now, and I'd love to give credit to the author if I could remember what it's called. Have no plan B for your A game, I think, something close to that. Bo Eason is the author, and he was talking about a lot of great things. Highly recommend the book. I'm listening to it, an audiobook, which is a great thing that I listen to while I work, while I walk. But he was talking about habits and how, contrary to popular belief, I think that there's some belief out there that you can get a habit in 21 days. Some people talk about 30 days. But he said if you do something for 66 days in a row, that on that 67th day, it becomes easier to do the thing than to not do the thing. It's actually harder to not do your habit, whatever it might be. And so I'm going to focus on, for the next 66 days, getting my workouts in, both my walking, which I'm going to convert hopefully here in a couple of weeks to rucking, and also my DDPY workouts in. I'm going to think a little bit this week about what I want to do from a nutrition perspective to do something nutritionally over the next 66 days. But that's my plan, is to create a solid habit, particularly before I get to do some fun things this summer, which includes going on the low carb cruise. Looking forward to hopefully seeing some of you. But yeah, and for those of you who do math, 66 days will take me through the rest of tax season. So I'm going to try to build a couple of healthy habits as I struggle through the rest of tax season. I think it will take me to, I want to say May 3rd, is actually 63 days from now, because I've been doing the first habit for 3 days already. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. That's an update on how things are, and hope to do these more regularly. I know I said that the last time a month ago, but I do hope to do these more regularly as I continue to get my workouts in every day for the next 66 days. I will have a daily short video update for you, so you can be guaranteed of that, those of you who like to watch short videos. If that's not your thing, like I said, I am going to try to focus on doing these long form updates with you. I'm going to try really hard to shoot for getting back to once a week. But I appreciate you guys so much. There's been a couple of you. I forget the name of, there's a particular lady who has reached out a couple of times over the last month as I have not been on hardly at all. I just said that she misses me, and I really appreciate that. You guys don't even know how much that means. You are so helpful to me on my health journey. Your support, your comments, likes, whatever. I just appreciate not feeling alone in this journey. So thank you guys so much for that. Day by day, keep calm and keto on, my friends, and we'll check in with you again soon.